Hey everybody, this is Riker, and welcome to the final chapter of Let's Play Final Fantasy. This chapter is pretty short, it's only one dungeon, but boy, is it a doozy of a dungeon. And we're back at the Temple of Fiends. I think I'm actually going to leave this in just to demonstrate what happens when all the enemies run away from a battle. You still get one experience for some reason. And the the Sky Warriors that turned into bats can now speak because the 4 orbs have been lit. And it's assumed that once we take care of the enemy in the past, that the Sky Warriors will return to their original form. To take a step forward is to go back 2,000 years in time. Well, let's go. Okay, one important thing of note here. The only way out of the Temple of Fiends is to use the exit spell. So if you're ever running out of resources, make sure to save one level 6 spell charge on your red or white wizard. Okay, now this stairwell confused the hell out of me the first time I played because the staircases don't match up. Alright, this floor is probably the most dangerous part of the Temple of Fiends because you can run into enemies like fighters. You could run into these guys as a rare encounter in the Sky Castle. They cast things like Cure 4, Wall, just defensive spells that make other enemies in the encounter extremely hard to kill. But up here you can run into things like large groups of sorcerers, large groups of enemies from the Ice Cave like Frost Wolves, Frost Giants. You can run into gas dragons here, up to 4 of them actually, and that's probably the most dangerous regular encounter in the game. Wormek doesn't count because he's basically a boss. But yeah, you can run into groups of 4 gas dragons here, and even if you have ribbons, they can still kill your party. And most of the battles in the Temple of Fiends you cannot run from. However, the bad men on the 3rd floor are encounters you can run from. If I take one step forward, I'll meet a new enemy, so let's go get him. This is the Phantom. He has a whole bunch of spells like Stop, Zap, Break, Rub. Just take him out as fast as you can. Don't even bother using Fast because he only has 360 HP. He's got a physical attack that can hit multiple times and paralyze you and deal an absurd amount of damage. Just take him out as fast as you can. Also enjoy your 1 experience point and your 1 gold piece. Couple treasure boxes here. Why are they still throwing money at us? This is really bad design because the only way to get out of here is to use exit and we don't need any more gold. Oh, another stone plate. So let's pull out a rod and move this stone plate. Huh, it doesn't work. Remember that item that the princess gave us right at the beginning of the game? This is when it's finally used. Alright, we're not out of the woods yet. We need to get through the other 2 floors. And you can run into basically the same kinds of enemies as you did on the 3rd floor. Like these guys, Chimeras. You could run into these guys in the Sky Castle as well. I don't even remember what they do. Let me check. They have Cremate and they have Poison Gas, which deals all kinds of damage to your party. They're weak to ice if anybody cares. But your physical attacks are just so powerful at this point that you can one-shot just about anything. Pretty much every single dangerous enemy in the game is in this temple. And the enemies are... they're, for the most part, grouped by location in which you can meet them. Although the second and third floors are easily the worst. Like, not even the warp spell will take you out of this place. I believe if you try to use the warp spell on the first floor, it just won't function, because this is considered a brand new dungeon. And not to mention the layout of this place, because of the way the staircases are placed, is a bit confusing. I don't understand why they couldn't keep it consistent. Like this really threw me off when I was playing the game the first couple times. In remembering where to go on the second floor. Just about there. I've said this before, but it's particularly important in this dungeon. When you have to heal, don't heal all the way to full, so if you run into a group of weak enemies, you can use your heal staff to help restore HP. This is a new enemy, the Worm. You can only encounter them in the past Temple of Fiends. They're vanilla enemies, immune to QAKE, and they give a lot of experience despite being not that tough. Matter of fact, I believe a group of 4 of those guys is the encounter that gives you the most amount of experience in the game, aside from Warmac. This is the Earth floor. You're going to run into a ton of enemies from the Earth Cave. All the rest of the floors of this are elemental floors, so to speak. And they do go in order. And as you may remember, a lot of enemies here are weak to fire. Now if I take one more step south, I'm going to run into Lich again, so I've got to do some healing first. Okay, now the reason why I healed up to full HP, like I said, is we're going to have to fight Lich again. But it's just Lich. No, he's learned some new tricks. He has a high probability of casting NUKE in the first round. So don't even bother casting fast, just go all out and try to kill him before his first turn comes up. My Black Wizard won't be able to do enough damage, and... oh, wow! Oh, wow, he didn't cast NUKE? Man, I got really lucky. NUKE can do over 300 damage to your entire group. And if it kills a party member, especially someone who has the life spell, it can wind up killing your run and you'll have to use exit and start all over. Can't believe I got away with that. Well, that's about all the time I have for this episode. Join us next time when we continue down the elemental floors of the Temple of Fiends. See ya!